Hi everyone, my name is Jamie. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you find something that you like. So it's been about 5 or 6 weeks since I've last talked to you guys. I missed doing this. Life just got so busy with work, and I'm trying to finish up Christmas projects, which I have a lot to show you today. I have 15 finishes to show, about 13 of which are FFO'd already. So very excited for today's content. But yeah, life just got in the way. Just kind of working and being a mother and a wife, trying to tackle it all. This was kind of the thing that got put on the back burner. So I'm hoping that things become more consistent in the new year. That's one of my new year plans, is to be more consistent with this channel and show more of my stuff. So anyway, like I said, I have a lot to show, so let's just get right into it. So my first one is a pattern I found on Pinterest. It's called Stink, Stank, Stunk, and it's the Grinch theme. I finished this in a round beaded ornament that I got from Hobby Lobby. It's 14 count aida with just thread from my stash, and this is what the back looks like. Next up, we have Cardnal Claus by Stitching with the Housewives. I made this one for my father-in-law for Christmas. And then same finishing, and then this is what the back looks like. This next one is called Christmas Chaos by Maria Wormke of the Stitcherhood. And this was in Just Cross Stitch 2023 ornament book that they put out this year. And this is what it looks like. I think this one might be my favorite out of the ones I've finished. So this one is for my sister-in-law. She has 4 cats, 3 of which are black cats and 1 orange. So I customized it especially for her. And the pattern, they're just all black, so it wasn't really hard to do with her cat scheme. But this was super easy to do. Finished this up in a few days. And this I finished into a flat fold easel. And I followed a tutorial by, it was Fat Quarter Shop, that I will link down below. Next, I have a ornament, Snowflake ornament. And I found this on Pinterest and just copied it, 14 count aida, and I used a blue from my stash. I filmed a tutorial for this, actually. This is what the back looks like. And that will be coming up in the next few weeks. And then I finished another one just on purple. And this is what the back looks like for that one. Next up, we have Silent Night by Stitching with the Housewives. I finished this on the same round. This is a 14 count black aida with called for floss. And this is what the back looks like. I am super excited about this next one. So this next one is Merry-Go-Round by Stitching with the Housewives. Guys, it is a snow globe. Look at how cute that is. Yes, I finished this as a snow globe. So, oh my God. I followed a tutorial from Vanna Pfeiffer on YouTube. I will link that down below. I followed everything to a T, pretty much exactly how she did it. This is what the back looks like. But you can't see it. I accidentally added in too much snow to my snow globe, but the bottom does say Mary. Here we go. The bottom does say Mary, but I put in too much snow. But that is Merry-Go-Round by Stitching with the Housewives in a snow globe ornament. Again, How stinking cute. Okay. The next one is a pattern I found on Pinterest. This one has a backstory. So this was a Thistle pattern that I had found on Pinterest, and this is what it was supposed to look like. And this is where I got on it. And I don't know if you could tell, but I messed up. So I worked from here to here. And over here is a light color, over here is a dark color. It's all supposed to be one cohesive color, and it's not. And instead of unstitching all of it, I just decided to restart. This pattern was giving me a little trouble anyway, so it wasn't too hard for me to put this down and restart. So I restarted actually with a different pattern, and this is what it looks like finished. And I made this for my best friend for Christmas. And to be honest, guys, I like this one a lot better. And I think this one is so gorgeous. I finished this easel method as well. This is Anne of Green Gables fabric. I know that because I had to buy it recently. But this is what it looks like, and I'm so excited about this one. I love it so much. And this is just a Thistle pattern I found on Pinterest. All right. Next, I have the Stitching with the Housewives freebie that they put up last month. I went ahead and stitched it, and this is what mine looks like. So I stitched this on 14 count white aida. And instead of the Stitching with the Housewives in the middle there, I recharted it for 2023. And this is what I am considering my first ornament for our tree from a cross stitch perspective. So our first cross stitch ornament for our tree. And I finished it with some ribbon and then a little wreath on a cutting board, a little cutting board from Hobby Lobby. Next, this one is called Stars and Stripes by Stitching with the Housewives. So this one was, I did a little different. This one is for my my husband's aunt. I drew her in our gift exchange, and I stitched this for her, same round beaded ornament. And this is on a 14 count patriotic focal board from Fabric Flair. And I used just thread from my stash. And then this is what the back looks like, just a blue batik. Again, same finishing. And I think this one turned out actually really cute. We're almost done, I promise. So my second to last FFO is the last one I actually have to physically show. So this one is Horror Icons. If you've been watching me, you know that I started this one back in June, and it's been a challenge for sure. I'm stitching this for my dad for Christmas, and she is done. And this is what she looks like. Guys, look at that. Look at how amazing this turned out. I can't not believe that I did this. This was my first major piece, and this had a little over 6,000 stitches, and I finished this actually just like about 2 weeks ago I finished it, and I just FFO'd it on some mounting board, and I found this frame at Michael's and just stuck it on the frame, and it's just gonna hang up in his living room, and I love it. He'll love it. And I've had a couple of people already ask me about where they can get the pattern, and I will link everything I know down below. But this is called Horror Icons she goes by Rebel Italy on Etsy. And again, I just can't stop smiling. I love it so much. All right. And last but not least, another major finish that I have is Midnights by Frizzy Lizzy Stitches. This is what it looks like. I did have to gift it already. I gifted it to my sibling for their birthday, which is actually on Sunday the 17th, but I finished it early and I wasn't going to be able to see them before their birthday, so I gifted to them a couple weeks ago when I saw them. And this is what it looks like. This one was a bit of a challenge too, but once I sat down and actually did it, so much fun. Loved doing it. And again, that one is Meet Me at Midnight by Frizzy Lizzy Stitches. All right. Finishes I have that are not FFO'd. I have 3. So the first one is Busy Bee Honey by Stitching with the Housewives. This is on a 28 count Monaco that I dyed, I believe, Kelly green. I will put the info down below. I can't really think of the color right now, but I believe it's Kelly green. And again, that's a Busy Bee Honey. This is City Christmas 1 by Stitching with the Housewives. And then at that, I have City Christmas 2 by Stitching with the Housewives. So these 2 were my little finishes that I had this last week. All right. So all of those were new starts, finishes, and FFOs, all within the past 5-6 weeks since I last showed you guys. I had a ton. Thank you for sticking with me. Now I'm going to move into my new starts. So new starts that I have not FFO'd or finished, I have 3. So the first one is Folklore by Nat X Stitches on Etsy. I'm stitching this on a 14 count white Aida with called for DMC. Unfortunately, this is all that I have so far, but it's coming along nicely. This will be for my sibling as well when I am done with it. I'm hoping to get this done by the 30th because that is when my family does their Christmas out near them. So I'm hoping to get this done by then. This was also part of my 5 golden starts. So Stitchcology on Instagram is hosting a stitch along. There's 12, it's hashtag 12 starts of Xmas or hashtag 5 golden whips, 5 golden starts. I just completely messed it up. The stitch along is hashtag 5 golden starts or hashtag 12 whips of Xmas. There we go. And so I decided to partake in the 5 golden starts and each Friday in the month of December, I am starting a new cross stitch pattern. So this one was one of them that I started, and then Stars and Stripes was the second one that I started. My next new start is City Christmas 1 by Stitching with the Housewives. This is what I originally had. However, I messed up. I added 2 stitches here, 2 here, 4 and 4 here. So instead of just unpicking and having to deal with that whole mess, I just decided to restart. I have the thread, I have everything, why not? It saves me time, saves me, things. So I decided to restart. So this is my restart. I decided to start in the top this time. And this is City Valentine 1. And then my last new start is also part of the 5 golden starts. And this is the Yuletide Stitch Along that Witch's Garden Crafts is hosting over on their Facebook group. And this is where I left in the middle of a stitch. But this is only as far as I got. This is part 1. And I'm almost done with part 1, as you can see. This stitch along has concluded already with their 5 parts. I'm stitching this on, it's a, oh, where's my stitch card? I don't have my stitch card, but it is a fabric that's in their shop. It's a 14 count, I want to say dark and stormy opalescent, maybe. I'll link it down below. But this is what it is. This is what it looks like. It's very pretty, has very pretty modeling. It's going to look gorgeous once the whole piece is on it. But that is my Yuletide start. All right, and those were my new starts. Now I only have 1 whip, unfortunately. Because I was so busy with my new starts and FFOing things, only one thing actually got worked on consistently. I was too busy, gearing up for Christmas. So this one is my December monthly weigh-in. I unfortunately, like City Valentine, had to restart this. So this is where I got with it before I had to restart. And there was a lot wrong with this and why I had to restart. So I messed up on the garland, I messed up on the wreath and the bow and his the little reindeer's legs. So there was a couple things that just were not going right for me. And I just decided, instead of unpicking literally the entire thing, I was just going to restart instead. So this is my restart and where I got. So it's not much. I've restarted, fixed my mistake there, and then the garland and the reindeer was just kind of giving me a little trouble, so I just decided to move on to down here. I did a little snowflake, and then I just decided to move on to what is going to be the scale. And again, this one, it's not bringing me much joy, to be honest. With Christmas almost here, I'm not having a lot of time to stitch on it. I think I'm just going to put it in my whips, de-whip it maybe, and go from there, maybe stitch on it next year, maybe get a head start for January or even February when I get that here within the next week or so. So I don't know what I'm going to do with my weigh-ins, but I do know that I am probably going to stop stitching on that one. Anyway, so that was all of my whips, finishes, FFOs, everything that was cross stitch related. I had a lot to show. So now I'm going to move on to my haul. Not much of a haul, actually, even though it's been 5 weeks, but I do have a little bit. So first up, I have the monthly weigh-in for the month of January with the floss kit as well. I am part of the club. And then this is what the pattern, this is what the pattern is going to look like. So like I said, I might just move on to that one. The snowmen are so cute, literally. So I might just move on to that. And I love cardinals. As you guys can see, I stitch a lot of cardinals. Might just move on to that. And then this was a daily deal on Fat Quarter Shop's website. This is Hello Winter by Stitching with the Housewives. And then also as part of their Black Friday sale, I got the Oh Dear cross stitch pattern. And then I got a project bag that they had on sale that day. And then I went to Goodwill, and you guys know I find the cutest things in Goodwill, and I found this little guy. How cute is he? So just a frame that I saw, and I was going through trying to get find some new frames for my finishing pieces, and I found him, and I thought he was so cute, and I'm like, yep, you're coming home with me. So I have no information on him at all. He was just what I found at Goodwill. The back is, you know, taped up, and I'm not about to unrip it to see it. Maybe here, I don't have the courage to do that. But yeah, if you have a name for him, let me know. I just think he's so cute, and he's got a whole bunch of thread on him from my projects. But yeah, if you have a name, let me know. I'm looking for names, and he's just gonna hang up here. And so you'll see him in my videos. All right. So again, that's all my haul. So now I'm going to move on to plans. So as you know, I have been stitching like a mad woman on ornaments. I decided to stitch a ornament for everyone in my family this year, and that was actually very rewarding. I loved doing it, and I am so excited to see what everyone thinks of their ornament when they open them up this year. And I actually filmed a ornament parade that will go up in the new year once I gift them all out and everyone has them and sees them, so that way they're all in just one cohesive video and not scattered throughout multiple floss tubes. So that's what's going to go up, probably one of my first videos in 2024. I also am partaking in Whip Go for my first time. I have 13 whips currently, maybe 14 with that monthly weigh-in, but right now I have 13 whips currently, and I put them all on board and randomized it and then added in some new starts. Most of my whips, they're going to be finishes when they are called for. Otherwise, I think I have planned about 500 to 800 stitches for each month to get it in for that month for my Whip Go board. Very excited about that. I am also very excited for a couple other cross stitch things. So I am going to start a full moon stitch, and I'm going to be stitching Like a Moth to Flame by Sprouting Lupine, and this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to start this the first full moon in the month of January, and I'm only going to get it out on the full moon. So this is going to be my full moon stitch, and I'm very excited to see how much progress I get done within the year and how long it takes me. And then Fat Quarter Shop is hosting a Houses on Pumpkin Lane sew-along. I have all of mine right here in this project bag, and I just want to open it up and go through it with you because this is going to be a big thing that I'm going to be stitching on next year. So I have the patterns. I do not have the floss yet. I will be purchasing that right after the holidays, but I also have the Houses on Pumpkin Lane needle minder in here. And then I have my fabric, which is 18 count Aida Milk and Honey by Fiber on Whim. And I think this is going to be so beautiful on the Houses on Pumpkin Lane. It's just a nice neutral color, has just the tiniest bit of modeling, not much, but so nothing that takes away from the artwork of the cross stitch. So I am very excited about Houses on Pumpkin Lane. Fat Quarter Shop just put out their schedule on their Jolly Jabber blog. I will also link that down below in case if anyone is stitching along with it, like I am. They are starting theirs on the 25th 5th of January. That's when I will start house 1. I'm hoping to get the border done before then. The border is a free pattern on Pansy Patch website, and they will it's just a free downloadable. Just download it, and it has all of the conversions for not conversions, but it has the pattern for the border if you're stitching it up into the 9 3x3 like I am. If you're stitching it in the single ones individually, you do not need the border, unless if you want the border, of course. But I will also link that down below. And then my also 2024 plan that I have that I'm going to start on New Year's Day is the Checkers Quilt Along, hosted by Mojave Farms Quilt Company. This is a company that I occasionally pattern and test for, and Ellie has become a good friend of mine, and they are starting a super easy, beginner friendly quilt along. You just need 2 fabrics, your print and then a background, and I will show what I am going to be stitching on as I stitch the blocks. So as I quilt the blocks. I am using, I don't know if you can see it over here, maybe not, but it's Corey Yoder's Beautiful Day fabric, and then I'm using a Bella Solids Betty Pink. So that's what I have planned for that. All right, so that was everything that I had wanted to touch base on. I did want to give a reminder from the giveaway that Always in Stitches put on with me. Again, thank you so much to Always in Stitches. It is always welcome. Anytime that, you know, we can do a giveaway, it's great. So the winner was Teacher Loves Beauty. Please make sure you email me below to your address and what is a good place for me to mail your gift to. All right, so that is everything that I had to show. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me today, and I cannot wait to look forward to what 2024 has and the new year. Let me know what you stitched on while you were watching this. Have fun, everyone. Bye.